Hey everybody, welcome to the Cold Steel Corner. Today we have Andrew Demko in the house, and we're going to discuss the line of knives that a lot of you guys know as the Behemoth, the Hercules, the Gigantor, the Formax. Well, we've developed the Formax Scout for 2020, and Andrew's going to tell us about it.
Okay, so the Formax Scout, it's exactly everything that the regular Formax is. However, inexpensive in a sense that it doesn't use the S35 powdered steel or the G10 liner. So we're able to get the cost significantly lower without titanium, G10, and powdered steel. But we do have 10A blade, full stainless liners, and grippery handles. So honestly, this knife is every bit as strong and durable as the more expensive Formax. It just doesn't have as expensive of outfit, basically. So, you know, 10A is a really tough stainless steel. We need a tough steel for this knife.
Absolutely, yeah.
And you have the full stainless liners. This is the only knife that uses the oversized stop pin, which gives it even more strength than the regular production knives. And you know what? It functions every bit as good.
Yep. We have done extensive testing on this knife, and I'm sure you have too. That's part of the R&D side of things. The Formax with the higher end materials is $569. The Formax Scout at a price point of $130 is much more affordable. You're getting the same strength, same durability. You're just not getting the G10, as Andrew said, the powdered steel. Now, let me ask you something about this knife, Andrew. What is this hole for?
That's a great question. People ask me this all the time on the internet. They say, hey, can I put a pin through this hole? So originally when I was making Lynn knives for testing, he would be going on a safari and he would say, make this knife, or when I did the Steel Tiger, make the Steel Tiger. And I'm like, holy cow, I never tested this knife. So it was made for, I had a lanyard with a pin to put through here because I was like, I can't have the boss cut his fingers when he's on a safari in Africa or Australia or wherever.
Definitely not.
So I added the pin. And I like the look of that, so we carried that over. However, this is smaller and doesn't actually accept the standard 5/32 pin.
Okay.
So it's just reminiscent of the look.
So it's basically really for aesthetics, not really functional.
Sometimes in design things, functional things get carried over, and then you say, hey, that looks cool.
Yeah.
Let's use that, but...
Well, I like it. It's just, we do, like you said, we get questions too from our customers and fans, and they're like, can I put a pin in there? And well, that's great to have you explain that because I like it. I
get a lot of questions about Formaxes. And first of all, I called it originally the Formax because I looked at all the other 4-inch size knives. And a lot of them, they have a finger choil, which I'm not really a fan of, choke up choil. Why you need to choke up? You already have a handle.
Yeah.
And then you take away from your blade. So we measure the 4X cutting edge basically from the actual cutting edge to the tip as 4 inches. So I assumed it would be the maximum size or the maximum performance you could put in a 4-inch knife. So that's why I call it the Formax. It actually had a 4-inch useful blade.
Yeah.
So like a lot of 4-inch blades will only have a 3.5-inch cutting edge.
Yeah,
and then they have this big choil or something. So I want it to be 4 inches of actual cutting. Thus I call it the Formax. And the real history is it's actually an XL 8010. It made the 8010, and guys wanted an XL version, but the handle didn't translate. So you see the blade's very similar. So this handle you just can't scale up, and it doesn't work. So I scaled it up and made the blade, made the mechanism, all this. The handle didn't work, so I changed the handle to be more useful, more user friendly. You just couldn't. Not everybody could grip it.
Yeah.
And that's when the Formax was born, from an 8010.
Well, I'll tell you what, I use my 8010 every day. It's my daily carry. I couldn't even think of another knife to have, but now I might be carrying the Formax Scout.
Sometimes you need the big brother.
Yeah. Why not have? Yeah. I mean, why not carry 2 knives? Well, Andrew, as always, it's great having you here, and this is a really great opportunity for our customers to hear your take on your inventions.
Thank you.
Well, there you have it, guys. Straight from the creator, the Formax Scout at $130 price point, MSRP. You can't go wrong.
Cold Steel president Lynn Thompson and custom knife maker Lloyd Bendleton have designed a folder that offers everything you could want in a hunting knife. The 4mm thick blade is ideal for field dressing and skinning big game animals and is stout enough to withstand incredible abuse without snapping. The exceptionally comfortable Thermarin grip is especially contoured to fit the palm and can be wielded for hours without discomfort or fatigue.
The knife I'd like to talk to you about today is the SR1. This is my favorite folding knife for survival, escape, or combat where resupply is iffy or non-existent. If you were going to drop me off in the world with no warning, anywhere in the world, and said the only folding knife I could take, I would take the SR1. And here's the reason why. The blade, it's 1 1/16 inch wide, so it's a fairly wide blade. It's got that sharp reinforced Tanto point. The main bevel is flat ground, as is the secondary bevel. And the reason we flat grind it is that a little bit more steel here to keep it from bending and chipping under really heavy abuse. When we hollow grind it, you can sometimes get a little deeper cut, but you'll sacrifice a lot of strength. And so I chose the flat grind for the SR1. It's got OD green handle slabs with stainless steel liners and a G10 backspacer, and it's got a stainless steel pocket clip that's ambidextrous so you can switch it back and forth. It's got a great guard here in the front that stops your hand from moving forward in the forward grip or in the reverse grip. It's just got a positive lock for your hand. And it's nice that you can switch this to edge in or edge out. And the grip remains very, very comfortable. This is important when you have to use the knife under extended periods of time. I like also the back of it. It's got this little return right here, and your little finger catches there, and that keeps the knife from being pulled out of your hand by centrifugal force when you're cutting really hard or slashing really hard. If you miss and or even make contact, there's a lot of impact, or you miss, and there's a lot of centrifugal force that wants to jerk that out, and that catches your little finger and keeps it from being pulled out of your hand. You can also palm load it really easily and gain another 3 inches in reach, just like that. I'll just open my hand up, I put that finger there, that cap's there, and I've got a pretty good lock on that knife. And I gain another 2.5 to 3 inches of reach. So now I've got a 7-inch long knife instead of a 4-inch knife. So that's really important to me. It has a lanyard hole, so if you want to, you can put a lanyard on it. And the steel is S35 yen, American powdered steel at RC60, and it's not brittle at RC60. We do an awesome job heat treating these things, and they're really a tough knife. So there you have it, an SR1. I think at $275 suggested retail, it's a tremendous value for your money, and it will beat all the competition hands down.
inspired by Mikhail Kalashnikov's famous rifle, our AK-47 tactical folders are battle-ready and available in 2 sizes. Both are equipped with G10 handles, Japanese AUS-8A stainless steel blades, triad locks, and our patented dual-purpose thumb plate for lightning-quick one-handed opening. Our Rajah 2 is the first folding knife in the world to approach the cutting and piercing power of our famous kukris. Designed by Andrew Demko to fit comfortably into your waistband or pocket, it features a broad 6-inch long downturn blade that bites deep with every stroke, and an irresistible point for effortless penetration. Backed by its famous triad lock and the strength and toughness of its steel-lined grivery handle, it shrugs off abuse that would easily break any competitor's knife.
Our Rajah 2 offers an awful lot of cutting and chopping power. You wouldn't believe this is a folding knife. It's got lots of different ways to grip it. You can choke clear up here for real fine control cutting, and your index finger goes right in there into that little depression, and you get lots of control. You can move back and put your index finger in this indentation and get a really good saber grip. You can come back here to the middle, or you can come all the way here to the end and put your pinky finger in this notch. There's also a depression right here in the handle for your pinky finger to go in there, and when that locks in there, I'm telling you, you got an unbreakable grip just about. Centrifugal force will really struggle to pull this knife out of your hand. You've got leverage in your handle and in your blade to do a lot of chopping power. If you're reasonable in your demands of the Rajah 2, it can do some real hard work. But remember, it folds. Look. It folds. If you ask it to do ridiculous things, you can break it, and if the lock should break or the parts break by just enormous stress, you're going to get cut, and maybe cut very badly. So be reasonable in your demands. The Rajah 2 offers unprecedented cutting and chopping power for a folding knife. If you're ever lost in the woods, or in a survival situation, or fighting for your life, having one of these in your back pocket will be an enormous comfort.
Isn't that amazing? 405 pounds on a knife with grivery and steel liner handles. Perfect.
my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars, crashing in my car, wake up in a bar. I'll be a superstar, just on my avatar. This world is so bizarre, empty out the reservoir. Yeah, I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? Sometimes you need to let loose, grab juice, get goose, tattoos, taboos, get screwed. Loosen up, buttercup, all those hate comments will never make you feel enough. We're all adequate graduates, heart full of calluses, but we know calculus. Damn, ain't that fabulous? Can't wait to apply all those mathematicus. But we can't get a job that pays us enough. I'm about to pop off. Fuck you, you're lost. We all know that we never really want a boss. So I'ma do what I want to, something I can't undo. Yeah, I'ma do what I want to, something I can't undo. I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna
Wow, that was awesome. I really enjoyed watching that, Andrew. Andrew's a really strong, talented guy. He just cut through that 2x4, lickety split with this Rajah 2. And I just wanted to come in here and verify for myself. Hey, that lockup is absolutely perfect, isn't it? It's as good as the day it left the factory. I swear to God. I am really, really happy. Awesome. Thanks, Andrew.
Hey everybody, it's Stick for Cold Steel. Today we're talking about Andrew Demko's gem of an invention. That's right, that is this unit right here, and I pulled it out cautiously and I'll show you why in a second. This is the Tiger Claw right here. S35 VN G10 handle, super slender, ambidextrous belt clip, and the ring. This karambit type knife right here will absolutely eviscerate anything that it comes up against. Now, Andrew designed this when he was a journeyman electrician, and he wanted a do-it-all knife, and this was it. And believe it or not, through the test of time, through all of Lynn's tests, through how tough this thing is, this thing has survived and been one of the special knives of Cold Steel's lineup. Now, recently, I got to train with 18 Bravo, former Green Beret, Cody Ballman. And I was asking him about when you're at active duty, when you're hot, when you're going into situations and you're clearing houses, what is the favorite way or your favorite knife? And he said, it is a small knife with a ring that is tough. Okay, that's what we got right here. Okay, that's this unit. He explained why. He said, first of all, if you're tackled from the back, okay, if you get tackled from the back, like you're clearing a room and somebody jumps off the stairs on you, you can't necessarily get to your sidearm here or can't move your rifle. Maybe you can't pull a knife out of a sheath, but a ring knife is golden. And here is why. The thing that you want to do is you want to create space. So by taking this ring, snapping it open right there, the Demco pocket hatch has deployed this weapon. Now, I turn around, I stab, I stab, I stab, I slice, and I make space. Now I make space to do two things. One, run the hell away, okay? First of all, this is a defensive tactic. This is a defensive little piece I'm talking about here. We never go on the offensive. But if somebody votes to come into our lives to seek danger and seek to destroy us, our family as a loved one, or maybe the helpless victim that can't defend themselves, that's when we're gonna step in. And when we step in, that's when we're gonna be more violent than they are. That's right. If you are going to survive those situations, you have to get it into your mind. I can't get out with my head, I can't get out with my mouth, I can't give him my wallet, and I can't run away. If you're in that situation, after all those steps and all those precursors, then it's time to get violent, okay? I grew up under an Army Ranger father and two older brothers that were meaner than firecrackers. I've got to be around Lynn and Luke and Ron Balicki. Now I get to train with Cody Ballman, former Green Beret. And I can promise you, when you get yourself in those situations, these guys are serious and I'm being serious. This is when you create space. Now, as you see here with my weapon, I couldn't get it when he tackled me at first. But I've stabbed, now I come back, now I can draw my weapon. Okay, or I can run away. Either one, it does not matter. But what I'm telling you is, you have to understand one thing with a knife like this. A knife like this is real serious. All weapons are real serious. I don't care what it is. But have you ever noticed, Lynn carries 17 weapons on his body, including a small little a mini Tanto or micro Tanto hanging from his neck. Why is that? He's not gonna go in order. But if anybody approaches him or attacks him from any angle, he's gonna grab the closest thing and the most efficient thing to get that person off of him. Now with Lynn, he'll probably cut him in half, okay? But what we're teaching here today is making space, okay? So I, from now on, will always carry this right here. I used to always carry my tall war, but when I learned from Cody, if you get tackled, like up by your car or something, and somebody comes in and they tackle you right here, and all you can do is pull that out, stab, okay? I don't need to look back right now. I know he's there. I'm gonna stab, give myself space, and go to weapons, okay? Or go to this, or run the hell away. Again, it's defensive only, all right? So I'm gonna show you something here. I'm gonna show you a little treat of how this would all go about it. First and foremost, I'm here. Guy comes up behind me. He's got me, all right? He's tackled me right here. I'm gonna grab this right here. I can get this with either hand, okay? I can reach around and grab that with this hand. I'm left-handed though, my gun's on this side. He's got that braced in. I'm gonna pull, I'm gonna deploy, stab, 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 stab. Turn around. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm making space with this knife. Yes, I'll show you something here. Set my gun down there for a second. This serrated blade will cut everything and anything with one flick of the wrist. But in this situation, with this ring knife being on this karambit right here, this Andrew Demko designed for electrical work. This is stabbing, making space, turning, and getting away, or turning, using the knife as a defensive tactic, or going to whatever weapons you have next. In this situation, it would just escalate up into like throwing spears or a giant katana. But that's what this tiger paw right here can do. It can save your life. I have a left-handed one. We're supposed to go in this pocket. Now, if you think about it, it works perfect for that. It goes back, it's deployed, right? That's perfect if that person is right in front of me, okay? But that person has jumped me from behind. I can't pull that backwards. So what Cody taught me was have the ring in a place where you can access it, pull it, snap it open, defend yourself. That's all I got for cold steel today. Hope you enjoyed it. We're gonna call it cold steel in the little head. All right, it's a crazy world out there. Be smart, okay? Don't put yourself in a strange situation or a situation you can't get out of. And if you do, use your feet to get out of it before anything escalates. We're not going into this on the offensive, but we'll damn sure defend ourselves. Protect your family. That's it for Cold Steel. We'll talk to you later. Go.
Three. Four. This last one, 5. Oh man, there's no movement whatsoever. All right, let's go. Three.
Number 4. Now, Robert, the G10 is deformed, as you would expect, and there is a little bit of play, but it absolutely passes, and you've absolutely been safe. It has not closed, it would not close on your fingers, even in all that abuse.
Yeah, dude, I'm really impressed. It's a beautiful looking knife, a lot of contrast in the handle, and to have it hold up that well is absolutely awesome.
Yeah, it's still usable. Okay. We'll start with 100 pounds. And I think our goal will be 150. But let's see. You never start at your goal, or it wouldn't be a goal, right? Okay. Raise it up just a bit for me. I'm good right there. Okay. Now Robert, there's nothing in this frame. There's no steel inserts except under the pocket clip. There's a steel insert where you can screw into. Yes, to anchor that in. The rest, all composite construction. No problem. Good.
So that held the 100 pounds easily. I see no fatigue marks in this at all. Easy to open. Closes right back up smooth. recap, this knife has way exceeded our expectations already.
The goal was 150. We're at 200. That's a good bit higher than the goal. So let's see. And it held all that weight a few times.
Yeah.
Okay. That is pushing the limit of that material to the maximum.
Yeah, I can see it. I don't think it'll take much more. I can see the fatigue here, but
still, look. It's still a working, safe knife.
can't beat it. I mean, for a long, lean, sexy looking knife,
that's right.
That's awesome.
Very happy with that result. Yeah.
Hey everybody, it's Stickman for Cold Steel. Yeah, I'm digging that nickname. What are we talking about today? We're talking about this unit right here. This is the Black Talon 2. Andrew Demko designed, him and Lynn got together and built what I feel is probably the best defense weapon that we have in our entire arsenal. Now, I don't know knives like you guys do, and I'm not gonna act like I do. So I'm gonna have Jimmy Slash get on here later, and he's gonna talk about some of the blade specifications, sizes, feel, all that stuff that you need to know. But what I saw when I first started playing with this knife was an ostrich toe. Now you're gonna go, wow, well, that seems strange. But think about it. The ostrich, when a lion's attacking, the ostrich rears back, strikes downward with its toe, and disembowels that lion. That's how he protects himself. And that is this right here, this swooped blade, this hook, this claw. That is mean right there, going downward. So I got showing my wife and talking to her about this unit right here. Now, I'm not a martial arts expert, okay? My brothers took that, but they were 10 and 12 years older than me, and they kicked my ass a lot. But one of the things that I learned was when you're gonna block something, get your hands up here, away from your face, and block it, all right? So imagine this for you ladies. Rather than always carrying a handgun with you, what if you had this in your small purse? It's very thin, it's very lightweight, okay? It's not on your body. Maybe you wanna wear leggings or whatever. So having this in your purse, when that attacker comes, throw your hands up just like this. Get in the defense mode. 2 quick slashes, and that battle is over. I mean over. It's eviscerate. The definition of that is to disembowel, okay? Battle over. So now you've heard me talk a little bit about my feelings about this knife. Let's go over to Jimmy Slash and see what he's got to say.
Thank you, Stickman. Let's go to the table. Check this out. All right, so today we're gonna look at this Black Talon 2 here, the non-serrated version. Look there, have a look there. What you have is 4 inches of this S35 Got a nice belly on this thing that comes down to this sweeping point. Kind of like a beak effect there. Right here, you got the Andrew Demko design thumb plate, which is excellent for manual opening, but also can be used as a quick deployment out of your pocket. And since this is primarily a self-defense type knife, it's going to just really work well as you want to get into that position where you can take care of business. Now this is definitely an imposing looking self-defense knife. And you got that triad lock developed by Andrew Demko. It's going to make it one of the toughest self-defense knives out there. This is not going to break on anything that you're getting into with this thing. You got this excellent G10 scales through here, 5.5 inches of handle here, which gives you plenty of room to hold on to. You're not going to slip. That G10 is nice and rough through there. You got an ambidextrous pocket clip here, and that gives this and a lot of the cold steels a truly ambidextrous utility. Check that out. Now while this is primarily a self-defense knife, don't get it twisted. It can be used in a useful way. Check this out. Watch how quickly this goes through this bungee cord. That's like butter. That's like just crazy. So it's got that chisel grind on there, which makes it extremely sharp, and you'll find it extremely useful. Have a look there, you have an excellent lanyard hole. Put something nice in there. Give you an extra grip back here if you needed to. Some extra feel for that pinky in case you had to extend your reach just a little bit. This is a no-fail, EDCable, and indestructible self-defense knife. This is the Black Talon 2 by Cold Steel. Now let's see what the Stickman can do with this. Back to you, Famer.
All right, you heard Jimmy. You got to see a little bit of what I did with it, but take a look at the Black Talon 2. That's right, it's probably our best defense mechanism that doesn't go bang. All right, for Stickman and Cold Steel, I'm signing out. Anybody want some cookies and milk? Stickman out.
Talk to me.